select your fabric. You can either select one pattern or two different patterns, maybe one for the front of the bib and the other pattern for the back. Also select your color of thread. If you want, you can match the color of your thread with the colors in your fabric. After cutting out your template, fold your fabric in half and place the template on top of it, pin it in place, and cut. Do the same for your second sheet of fabric and your batting or interfacing as well. Since I have interfacing left over from my last video, I'm going to use it up. So I'm going to iron the interfacing onto one of my fabrics first, and I'm going to iron it onto the bad side of the fabric. If you are using batting, just place the batting onto the bad side of your fabric. Then I'm going to place the two pieces of fabric on top of each other with their good sides facing towards each other and the batting or interfacing facing up towards you. Next, we're going to pin all three layers in place and get ready to sew, either with a sewing machine or hand sewing. I'm going to sew all along the bib, but make sure to leave a gap big enough for you to flip the bib inside out. A tip for you guys is not to position your gap along the two straps that go around the neck. That's what I did, and it didn't go well at all. You'll see later. Try your best to sew as close to the edge as possible, not allowing too big of a seam allowance. After you're done sewing, remove the pins, then use the gap to flip your bib inside out. If you need some help, maybe grab a knitting needle or a pencil to help you out. Then you're just going to sew the gap up. Time for our last step, which is to choose your fastener of choice. Here I've got some metal snaps or velcro, and once you've got your fasteners on, then you're done. That's it. Mine didn't turn out too well. As you can see, the strap around the neck is not great, but other than that, everything else looks good to me, so not too bad. Here's an example of one that I made a couple of years ago. This one turned out much better, and as you can see, this one has metal snaps, which, not going to lie, was extremely difficult to get in, so if you do go with this route, you've been warned.